everyone, what's up? Welcome back to English with Amrita. Today is a special day because I'm going to talk to you heart to heart. I'm going to share things with you that I have done when I was a kid, when I was a student, when I aced my 10th board exams, when I aced my 12th board exams, and when I aced in CET, which is Maharashtra CET, the entrance exam for engineering and medical colleges in Maharashtra. And I've attached my result card here for you to refer so that you will take this video and my advice seriously. In this video, I'm going to share 8 important tips, tricks, strategies or qualities that you must possess if you want to crack your board exams. If you're a student who is watching this video, or if you're a parent who has a kid and the one who is studying for an important exam that's coming in the future, then this video is definitely for you. So we are not going to waste our time and we are directly going to dive into the important pointers that you must keep in mind if you want to top in your exams. Before that, just a small request. If you're a new visitor to this page, then do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the small bell icon so that every Friday when a new video is released, you'll get a notification. Now let's get going. The first most important tip that you must keep in mind, without which none of the other things are going to work. Nothing else will work if this one thing is absent inside you. And that's a burning desire. The fire in your belly. The starting point of all achievement in life is a desire that comes right from your heart. You may study for the sake of it. You may study because your parents are asking you to study. But if the desire is not right from deep inside you, if you don't want to be the best in your class, if you don't want to top, if you don't want your name on your school board or on your college board, then you are not going to top. Just to give you an example, when I was in 10th, when I was in 12th, there was just one thing on my mind, and that was that I want my name to be there on the board, on my school board. So even today when I go to my school, I see my name written and the year and my percentage, and then there's the student who topped the next year and then the next year. But then for my year, it is my name written on the school board, and that was my only aim when I was in 10th, when I was in 12th. So this kind of burning desire is really necessary because it helps you to naturally work hard, to naturally sacrifice other things that are distracting, like say TV or outings that you want to. So I want you to take a minute right now, pause this video and ask yourself if your desire is strong enough. Because if it isn't, then there's no point watching the rest of this video. You can go back, maybe you can ask yourself what is it that you want. There are people who want average marks and they're happy with it. At the same time, they want to enjoy their life when the important board year is around. But then I was not that kind of a student, and I hope that if you are watching this video, even you want to top in your school or in your college. So ask yourself this question first, and only then we'll move to point number 2. The point number 2 is willful sacrifices. Parents ask their kids to sacrifice TV, to sacrifice the use of mobile phone, to sacrifice going out with their friends or to family functions. However, my parents used to force me to come out, but it was my willful sacrifice that told them that I do not want to come out. This is important for me. I need to revise this today. I need to get this done today. And that made me stay happy throughout the process. Because when something is not willful, when you've been told to do something against your will, you will not be happy, and that's not a good state of mind to be in when you are appearing for an important board exam. For around 4 years, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th and then the CET exam, I've sacrificed a lot in terms of the outings that my friends used to go to, but then I always used to stay alone. Then even when I used to travel in train to some classes, my entire group used to sit together, chit chat, enjoy, play songs and play Antakshari, whereas I was the one who used to stay away from them, and I sometimes didn't even sit in their compartment because I was like, I will feel distracted. So I was the only one who used to sit alone and sacrifice on all the fun that my peers used to have. But then you know what? When you have an important goal to achieve, all kind of sacrifice is fine. The third important thing, most of us forget that discipline takes us a long way in achieving our goals. Discipline is doing something regularly every single day, even when you don't feel like doing it. There were so many times when I used to feel like, I don't want to study this, I don't want to study that. But I had to do it because my desire was clear. I knew that this is what I want to achieve, and I knew that it was hard to achieve it, but discipline helped me throughout the process. You must complete your school work, you must complete your class homework, you must study every day, you must revise whatever has been taught to you in the day, and you only then you must go to bed. So this is the sort of discipline that you will have to have in your life if you want to succeed in an important exam. Fourth important point is focus. These days, the biggest distraction is mobile phones. And I would ask you that willingly sacrifice your mobile phone, give it away to your mom or dad back, and tell them that I'll operate from your phone whenever I need it. Maybe when you want to inquire about classes or timings or etc., you can use their phone, but try not to have a phone with yourself when you're in school or college. Because if you are not focused, you will sway in any direction that the mobile phone takes you. It could be Instagramming for a long time and then you realize that I've wasted so much of my time. So focus is really important. The fifth critically important tip is time management. All of us get the same amount of time when we enter a particular standard, right? Just like our friends, we have the same 24 hours and the same 365 days until our board exams. Then why do some of us ace the exams, the others perform average, and a lot of us fail also? That is because we do not know how to utilize our time. Wasting your time once in a blue moon is fine. Wasting your time every single day is a huge mistake that you're making. You get so much amount of free time if you look at your schedule. You get time during breaks in school. You get time if you're traveling to your classes or you're traveling to your school in bus. Be it a 15-minute journey. Do you open your book during that 15-minute journey, or do you just waste your time looking outside at the scene? Use every single minute of your day because that's really precious if you want to be the best in the crowd. You cannot afford to lose time because all of us have the equal amount of time. If you are wasting your time doing something, remember a friend of yours is utilizing his or her time studying for the exam. The next one is working hard in a smart way. In simple words, a combination of hard work and smart work. You find some chapters difficult, leave them in option, focus on the chapters that you find easy, and see to it that any question that pops up from these chapters, you will be in a position to answer it correctly. When you're choosing the books from which you have to study, you need to be smart enough to choose the right books. You also need to be smart enough to not just choose one book for an exam. You have to refer to different publications. You have to refer to different materials such that you will get ideas for one answer from 4 or 5 different sources, and the answer that you come out with is a customization of all the answers that you read from the other publications. The next one is a famous proverb. Practice makes man perfect. Everyone keeps telling you, hey, you know what? Practice, practice, practice a lot. But how do you practice? You practice when you do something over and over again by correcting the mistakes the first time you make them, such that you do not repeat those mistakes the second time. And hence, my last 2 tips are a combination of 2 things. The number one is practice and the other one is analysis. I took around 400 mock tests when I appeared for CET. My scorecard, if you see, says that I got 180 on 200 in CET, which is a decent score to get in a good engineering or medical college in Maharashtra. And I did get in a good college, which was engineering college. So how did I crack CET? By practicing a lot, by giving so many mock tests at home. I remember my dad used to check my tests every day. because CET has around 200 questions and I used to set time every single time I appeared for a mock. The time that I got, the 3 months that I got after 12th exam, I think 2 months that you get, every single day I think I've given 2 or 3 mock tests and I have analyzed those tests. The analysis is the most important part, because if you're not correcting your mistakes and you're going ahead in the same old way, then you're going to keep repeating the same mistakes that you made the last time you took a mock test. So when you give mock number 1, analyze it, see what your mistakes are, see what your weak areas are, brush them up, and only then appear for the next mock test. Again, analyze that test. What is important is to see what goes wrong. The questions that you get right is fine. The questions that you get wrong, why did you get wrong? How can you solve those questions? If they appear again in the next mock exams, how will you solve it quickly? These are the things that you need to take care of before moving on from one mock to another. And if you have someone at home who will help you with correcting your mocks or with correcting your papers when you're writing board exams, then nothing like it. Ask them for help and you will surely succeed. So guys, these are my 8 important tips for you if you are the one who is going to appear for an important exam this year. Believe me, I sat down and I wrote down everything that I recollected that I did when I was a student. Everything that was inside me, that burning fire that I want to top, that I want to be the best, and I'm ready to sacrifice, time management, how I used to manage my time even in an auto rickshaw. I think the distance was around 3 or 4 minutes or 5 minutes, but I used to have a book of formulas in my hand, which was handy. Okay, so every time I sat in that auto rickshaw, I used to open that book and I used to revise the formulae. So all of these things really matter a lot if you want to top in your board exams. So if you found this video helpful, do let your friends and family know. And there's a small like button at the bottom, a small subscribe button, and a bell icon. If you're a new visitor, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. Until I see you next. Bye.